Stopped trying to raise my kids a few years back, and I started to raise myself instead. And I did this from a few different pillars and areas that I consider things that I want to, show examples with in my life for my kids, from a faith perspective, from a financial perspective, how we use money, what we do with it, who we give it to, the things that we talk about it with. Does it use us, or do we use it and use it as a tool? The things I do in my career, the friends I allow around my family, all of these things are things that helped me raise the bar, and areas that I want my kids to exemplify patience and love and caring and stewardship, and all of the things that I want my kids to be in a good human, and preparing them to be great adults and great members of society. And to do that, you got to stop trying to raise them, because what I tell my son to do, he's not going to do it. He's going to do what he sees. So when he's yelling and getting frustrated easy, guess what? That's a mirror. That's a reflection of what he sees me or his mother do. And yeah, it happens. It's to a point where you start to understand where you're coming from and where it's coming from. And you start to sit and go, oh man, like, we're going down the path that we don't want to go down. How do we fix this, right? And it's not fixing the kid, it's fixing yourself, and then modeling and speaking it into existence with your children. So stop raising your kids and start raising the bar for yourself. And man, ever since I've started doing that, I'm not even kidding, it has been night and day for all my children. And they all go through their little spurts, right? And they're all learning. But for my oldest, I can tell a major difference as he's getting older. And every now and then we have things that come up, and we're working on it. It's a constant flow, right? Because he's modeling what he sees. So the more that we show him that, hey, this is how we act. If I'm acting out, or I'm doing something where I raise my voice, or maybe I just lose it and I crash out for a minute, I'm still coming back to him and explaining what happens, so he has a good understanding of the emotional intelligence that his parents have. We recognize we fucked up, or that we messed up. So the reality is now he'll recognize when he messes up, because we're constantly recognizing it. I noticed it the other night. We're laying in bed, we're going bedtime, then he's starting to come out and say, oh, hey, here's how I feel about X, Y, and Z that happened today. And I just had a big grin on my face. I'm like, man, tell me more. Because it's so cool, because I have been sharing a lot of stuff with him that I normally didn't share, because I want him to be open and honest with me about things that are going on and questions that he has, especially as you get older. Guys, we know what eventually is coming, right? And we want them to be able to speak to us about it. It's like, hey, what are we really looking at here? What are we trying to get to? And I just think that as parents, it is our job to raise the bar for our kids. And there are going to be hundreds of other parents in your neighborhoods that they don't do stuff like this. They just do what they were taught. They just fly by the seat of their pants. They're just trying to survive for the next day. And I will challenge you, be better, right? Be the better parent for your kids, and be there for them, and put down the frickin' phone. And like I said, I make content at night when my kids are asleep. And the reality is they need you. And especially in 2026, it is a rough world out there. Lots of ideas and things flying around. And if you're not careful, your kid's going to pick up the ideas that you're not necessarily wanting them to pick up, because you weren't present, or you weren't modeling the things that they wanted to see, and they found it in somebody else. So don't be the guy that has the kid that is looking up to somebody else, because you're not man enough to go out there and change yourself. So I'm going to leave you on that. But man, I'm challenging you. Let me know if you get better. Let me know what you're working on.